Huge update. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. I have a bullish feature to discuss, a specific time frame. I need you to pay attention. Hit the like button if you appreciate these updates. Yes, on the 77-minute time frame, we have achieved, and guys, look at this, a descending level of resistance, a descending level of support, expanding. Why is that important? I'm going to go through this. What makes it unique? You know, these are bells, guys. This is a bump and run variation. Very bullish, but what's the important factor here? And guys, let me know that you appreciate the strategy by hitting that like button. This specific 45-minute, I'm going to go through all the time frames so that you see the level of work that's required when you do your analytics. Flat top resistance, okay? Look at this, the 77-minute. I'm going to go through all the time frames, guys. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. 77-minute has that descending line of resistance. The hourly doesn't. The hourly has a flat top resistance, okay? The 30-minute has a flat top resistance. I need that line to be descending. The 15-minute has a flat top resistance. Guys, from the 12 to the 7 to the 5, you guys see this, to the 3 to the 1, we're looking at flat top resistances, levels of resistance, pardon. So the only time frame right now that is giving you an insight that we may be in a bullish structure is the 77-minute time frame. And I bring that up because the 77 it's one of my custom levels, guys. It's my favorite time frame. And why is this important? Because we're coming in with a bullish framework into this critical, I'd say accelerating trend line, that curvature. Very important. I love that bullish framework as we would look into that accelerating framework here. And what are we running into? Well, we're running into that 200 weekly moving average. I have orders picking up here. I know a lot of people do. I'm looking for a good trade. We've had interaction at that level before. Support, resistance, support. Here we'd love to see support. The bulls need to get up and out. I'm prepared to also flip it and go into resistance. Now, in terms of the overall features, let's go through a few more dynamics, guys, and very important. Let's look at this on the logarithmic chart. I want to shout out to the VIP. A lot of trades today. I know Liam, 150%. Look at Arturo. I know this. Arturo is 500%, and that just flew off. Hold on. Let me try and fix this screen. There we go. This full screen on the left will adjust my screen on the right. But Arturo at a 500% trade, guys. He's a brand new VIP. Arturo literally just started 100 rounds of practice on leverage. He's already a 500% trade. Way to go. And J Mac, I love seeing those returns. So critically important for your development, J Mac. Please understand, every trade you post is a huge step forward for you. Same with you, Liam. Same with all the VIP. Every trade you post, huge step forward. Now, let's get into the bullish framework, and then let's talk about two caveats, two specific warnings. Now, looking at the framework, let's go into the 4-hourly. And guys, we can't get to the weekend quickly enough. It just ended, but that was some good trading, guys. Now, we had a preceding zone here. You guys say, let's say a preceding level of failure. This specific ascending triangulation, as I look at the framework, this 32,500 mark that was failed precedingly, where bulls underperformed, they're going to have to deal with that now because we have this bump and run variation here, this bell framework. Let's talk about that. Let me go ahead and color this up so you guys can see it very well. But that bell framework is there. You see that bell framework? Boom, it's there. We can rock the bell to the upside. That's the expectation, is to rock it to the upside. But the problem is this: when the bulls underperformed at this 32.5, that ascending triangle, well, we set an internal line of resistance. Now, there is a 62%, exactly, guys, 62% chance that we're going to go back to this green line. That would be low, guys. That would be low. I'm going to tell you, there's a 62% chance we get to 21,000. There is an 18% chance that we will capitulate below. An 18% chance that we'll capitulate below that green line. So the bulls have to live with this specific framework that they've set up. They have to, guys. And what is that framework? As you talk about the statistics, the probabilities, I'll tell you that framework is an internal line. Let me see if I can, an internal, you see this is internal bump and run pattern. There you go, right? As if we had just broken out of this internal framework here. That ambiguity is in and along the top with this level of resistance on that macro that we're currently trying to break out of right now. So it's not a 50-50 split, but there are risks. When I talk about probabilities, I want you to be able to gauge your risk. If you sit down and someone tells you, look, there's a 60% chance you may lose your money on this, or you may lose money, I at least would like to have you be aware of such. The actual probabilities based on decades of market-wide data analytics. Absolutely. Now, looking at the framework again on the weekly, hugely important for VIP. Shout out to all the VIP guys. Level of support. On the line chart, on the weekly, you see that red line. Why do I have it red? Because we're underneath the red line. We're underneath the line chart. You see price action up in here. Looks like a small micro on the weekly inverse head and shoulders. Do you see that with the head feature, the left shoulder, right shoulder, just a micro? Mind you, on an inverse head and shoulders, we would return to the neckline. Just noted, okay? To the extent that that fails proper, I'd say conformance, and that we don't have a real solid right shoulder, I'll mind that as well. But the expectation just overall on the inverse head and shoulders would be a confirmation back on preceding neckline. But what I'm looking at is that red line on the specific price line. That's a little bit of commentary there. But the specific hit of support, we're underneath that level of support. Hugely important. You guys know that's hugely important. Now, what do we have reinforcing our position right now for the bulls? We do have the fact that we have at least confirmed this green line, that candle wick feature. Boom, boom. Guys, in around that $160, $70, right? 2017, right? The low here at about $3,600, 2020. You guys remember that one recently. Now, that's the framework that we have maintained, that green line, the candlewick level of support. I'm just going to tell you guys, there's an ambiguity in the chart that we're underneath that line chart on the weekly time frame. It's not something that the bulls like, but again, it is very similar. Let's go back to this and let me redo this. That is one interesting facet of these videos. I've just figured out where the program short circuits. I will deal with that with the manufacturers of the program. That's nice to know. Anytime I go full screen on the left, it chops up the video. Now I know. Now we have figured out a bug. Very good. So anytime bulls underperform, they have to live with, and look at this contact, guys, right into the 200 weekly moving average, right into it, guys. Looking at the framework here, bulls have to live with their mistakes, right? With their successes and their mistakes. I would also prefer, as I talk into this technical framework and pattern, I would prefer not to have a rounding feature. I just typically would prefer not to have a rounding feature. That is an indication that there could be potential programming going on, right? That there could be something, some sort of a signal coming into the market that we need to pay attention to. So I always like a fulfillment all the way to a level of resistance instead of bulls falling short, right? With that said, we're on a level of support right now. Shout out to the VIP who are trading. You know, guys, buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. We want to go through not only the returns, Liam 150%, way to go, $15,000 on one trade, way to go. Look at Arturo, 500% on a brand new VIP. What's up? Way to go, my man. Now, J Mac, I love to see you trade. Thank you for sharing that with me. Venus, I think that you had trades today. I didn't find them. I didn't see a repost, and I will check on that. I will double check on that. We may do a solo feature for Venus. She set the mark early with 100 rounds. She's had so many trades, it's hard to keep up. I will double check that. I promise. Venus, we'll do a solo feature on Venus. Venus and I will be trading soon, guys. We're going to be excited about that. This link will let you join our VIP #1 trade group in crypto. I have to say, guys, we had over 130 VIP the first month of operation, more than any other channel, guys. I think in the history of YouTube, over 130. Now, this link will allow you to join. It's not just a trade group. It's curated charts. It's the teamwork. It's Vlad, for instance. Look at Vlad's charts here with a flat bottom support. Look at this, guys. Flat bottom support, ascending line of resistance. Vlad, when you pick up slack in the back, man, it is a blessing. I want to let you know that. He's the pit boss. If you want to mess with VIP, you're going to have to go through him, guys. He is the #1 pit boss in the back. We love the charts, and he's got heavy hands. We really appreciate that. I'll feature Venus in case I miss any of the charts. Venus is she's the energy in the back. I got to tell you, she's just awesome. Venus, we're so excited you're back from your vacation, without a doubt. And, guys, once you join VIP, I want to make sure that you hit the first pin tweet. Bam, put I am VIP. We'll put you in the winner's circle. We will turn the market into a friend rather than an enemy, and I'll put you in your first hedge trade. Hedge, yeah, it's a long and a short. We want to teach you that stuff, guys. In terms of that, this is London with Bitcoin Spike, former hedge fund owner, private, non-SEC, and this is not financial advice. We can't wait, guys, for this move in and around that specific 200 weekly moving average. I told the VIP I backed up a couple trucks into that level. That just means trucks, guys, like money trucks. Yeah, just doing it the right way, hitting it where it counts. This level is preceding level of support, level of resistance, level of support. We're looking for interaction at that level, guys. It's going to be an exciting hit. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. I'm going to let you guys go and appreciate you watching, and commenting would be awesome as well. Let's go. Let's trade. This is London with Bitcoin Spike.